My name is Irvin Chirombe. I'm here representing Akwaba Aye Mental Health Advocacy Project. Akwaba Aye meaning welcome in Ghanaian and Hindi respectively. What we do is we represent African and Afro-Caribbean and South Asian communities within Leicester, people who experience mental health difficulties of some sort. So we would represent them from an advocacy perspective, or where we speak on their behalf, whether be it in mental health tribunals, in hospitals where people have been sectioned. We represent people within the community as well. Even someone experiencing depression, it doesn't need to be a diagnosed condition for us to be able to assist. So anyone who comes in and says they're stressed or they're depressed, we can assist them in many ways. It could be helping with their housing, if they've got a conflict with a neighbor, if they've got issues they want to discuss with the police but they feel they don't have the confidence or the patience to be able to deal with it themselves, we can come in and help with that. So we deal with a lot of aspects about people's lives depending on what we've been asked for. So a lot of our help is instructed help. So somebody comes in and says, I need help with my housing, I need to apply for new housing. We would come in and act on that. There are cases where we do non-instructed advocacy. This is normally for people who are incapable of making decisions for themselves. So if we realize that someone's got a problem with a certain issue, but because of maybe whatever reason, they are unable to make those instructions themselves, we might act on that on their behalf. So that's what we did on the advocacy perspective. My colleague was talking about our information, advice and guidance service, where he normally he focuses on information, advice and guidance in relation to getting into employment and getting into education. So he'll help with CV work, he'll help with applications for schools and maybe even funding. He'll help with opening the right doors, in a sense. So that's what he does. So in our organization's got 3 tiers, if you like. We've got our general advocates, who I represent, who represent people within the community. We've got what we call the IMAs, Independent Mental Health Advocates. They work by law in hospitals, in mental hospitals, where by law people in mental hospitals sectioned under the Mental Health Act are entitled to have representation. So those people, they're trained to be able to represent them. So we've got IMAs as well. We've got young persons advocates who deal with very young kids. We start from the age of 8. So it could be someone with mental health problems themselves as a young person, or they might have someone within the family who has mental health issues and they want to be able to know how to deal with that. So we would explore their feelings and emotions around that. And we've got advocates who can represent carers of people with mental health issues. So we represent a very wide spectrum in terms of mental health. And it does relate to the work of Zimbabwe Association, because people are experiencing high pressure situations with their immigration status. It's something that can lead to depression and stress, which is a very common thing. Stress and depression are common anyway, but this is an additional burden on people. So that's why we felt it was important for us to present what we do to Zimbabwe Association today.